Hi, I'm Stormy Leather, and I am reading from American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. Whitney Houston burst onto the music scene in 1985 with her self-titled LP, which had 4 #1 hit singles on it, including The Greatest Love of All, You Give Good Love, and Saving All My Love for You. Plus, it won a Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Performance by a Female and 2 American Music Awards, one for Best Rhythm and Blues Single and another for Best Rhythm and Blues Video. She was also cited as Best New Artist of the Year by Billboard and by Rolling Stone magazine. With all this hype, one might expect the album to be anticlimactic, lackluster affair, but the surprise is that Whitney Houston is one of the warmest, most complex, and altogether satisfying rhythm and blues records of the decade. And Whitney herself has a voice that defies belief. From the elegant, beautiful photo of her on the cover of the album in a gown by Giovanni Damara, and its fairly sexy counterpart on the back in a bathing suit by Norma Kamali, one knows that this isn't going to be a blandly professional affair. The record is smooth but intense, and Whitney's voice leaps across so many boundaries and is so versatile that she's mainly a jazz singer. And it's hard to take in the album on a first listening. But you won't want to. You want to savor it over many. It opens with You Give Good Love and Thinking About You, both produced and arranged by Kashif, and they emanate warm, lush jazz arrangements, but with a contemporary synthesized beat and though they're both really good songs, the album doesn't get kicking until Someone For Me, which was produced by Jermaine Jackson, where Whitney sings longingly against a jazz disco background, and the difference between her longing and the sprightliness of the song is very moving. The ballad, Saving All My Love for You, is the sexiest, most romantic song on the record. It also has a killer saxophone solo by Tom Scott, and one can hear the influences of 60s girl group pop in it. It was co-written by Jerry Goffin. But the 60s girl groups were never this emotional or sexy or as well produced as this song is. Nobody Loves Me Like You Do is a glorious duet with Jermaine Jackson, who also produced it. And just one example of how sophisticated lyrically this album is. The last thing it suffers from is a paucity of decent lyrics, which is what usually happens when a singer doesn't write her own material and has to have her producer choose it. But Whitney and company have picked well here. The dance single, How Will I Know, my vote for best song of the 1980s, is a joyous ode to a girl's nervousness about whether another guy is interested in her. It's got a great keyboard riff. It's, I am Stormy Leather, and that was American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis.
Perfect. Good job.
Well, I didn't even get 2 pages in.
How far did you get? What's one?
It was barely